So these are all my receipts for the month of January. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how much does an average UK RN spends in a month. So stay tuned. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube vlogs sharing their expenditure for a week, but I've decided to make it for a month because there are days that I don't have any spending at all. And it's funny because when I track my spending, it's almost like 5 days to 10 days gap before I spend again. So that's why I've decided to make it for a month spending. Also, I work in a 12 to 13 hour shift, 3 to 4 times a day, and I walk going to and from work. I seldom buy food in the canteen. I cook my own food and bring it to work. That's why you would notice I don't have any spending in a day-to-day basis. And I think this will give you a rough idea of how much is the cost of living here in the UK as a typical young professional who's just starting here. So I'm going to be showing you my January expenditure from food groceries to rent to various subscriptions, utilities to everything. Just a disclaimer, this is my own spending as a nurse living here in the UK. We all have our needs and wants, especially when you're a girl. I think we've got more spending than men, I don't know, but yeah, let's see. So yeah, let's get started. So these are all my receipts for the month of January, but I actually don't need it because everything is recorded in my bank app, all of my total spending, and I just use my card. Due to COVID reasons, we are discouraged to use cash as much as possible because of infection control reasons. So I'm gonna go over my notes and see my total spending. On the 1st of January, I paid my landlord £400 for my rent, and that includes everything: council tax, electricity, water, gas, and Wi-Fi. For those who don't know what council tax is, this covers the maintenance cost of the city, why roads and parks are well maintained, salary for the garbage collectors every Tuesday, and so on and so forth. I'm living in Oxford, which is one of the most expensive cities here in the UK. Getting £400 for a decent room is fairly cheap. So I get to share the house with other housemates. I have my own room with shared bathroom and kitchen, and that is the only spending that I've done within that day. So on the 2nd of January, I spent £38.09 on Iceland to have some groceries and food for the week. I personally love cooking my own food because it is fairly expensive to buy food outside, so it is more cost effective when I cook my own meal. We're talking about £5 average for a food. On the 5th of January, I spent 49p to print some pictures, and those are 4 photos now posted here on my dream board or my vision board, and that is a total of £1.96. And then I went to Poundland, which is one of the cheapest stores in the UK because everything there is just £1. Not literally everything, but most of the items there cost £1. So I spent £9.50. I went to Sainsbury to buy some groceries again and food, and that cost me £38.85. Afterwards, I went to Savers and bought some hygiene stuff, kitchen stuff, or cleaning stuff, skincare, and that cost me £26.97. And then I went to an Asian grocery shop spending £9.23, and I went home by bus and paid a bus fare of £1.20, and that covered me for 10 days, so I didn't have any spending at all. Thanks to COVID, I just stayed at home during those 10 days because, you know, pubs, restos, non-essential shops are closed, so there's no reason for me to go outside, no hanging out with friends, and I have bought enough stuff that covered me for 10 days. So my next spending was on the 15th of January. I paid for my online voice lesson, which is £130 because he is living in the Philippines, my voice coach, so we're just doing online classes, which is great. On the 18th, I paid my SIM-only plan, which cost me £10, and that gives me 30 gigabyte of data with unlimited calls and texts. On that day, I also spent £32 for a wedding gift. My next spending was on the 20th of January, which is a bus fare of £1.20. I think I was working on that day and I was just so tired. I couldn't walk going home, so I just rode a bus because it's a 20 to 25 minute walk. I'm always walking as a form of my exercise, so if I'm tired, I just ride a bus. So the 21st of January was my mom's birthday, so I surprised her with a birthday gift and that cost me 61 pounds. I was working on that day as well, so I spent 5.74 pounds on a food at Pret a Manger, which is located inside our hospital. And on the same day, I spent 22.55 pounds in Sainsbury to buy some stuff again for groceries or for food, and then a bus fare of 1.20 pounds. Okay, so on the 22nd, I spent 2.80 pounds in Sainsbury, 7.68 pounds in an Asian shop, which is Thong Heng, and a bus fare of 1.20 pounds. On the 23rd, I went to Thong Heng, where I spent 11.48 pounds, Savers 11.94, Holland and Barrett, where I bought some supplements like fish oil and lozenges, and that cost me 11.49 pounds, and a bus fare of 1.20 pounds. On the 27th, I didn't spend anything on that day, but that is our payday. So as an NHS worker, we get to be paid once a month, and that is every 27th of the month. And on the 28th, I sent money in the Philippines for family support, and that costs 385 pounds. And then on the 29th, I spent 1.20 pounds for a bus fare again. About my app subscription, I only have two. I don't have Amazon Prime, Netflix, because I don't fancy watching movies. I don't even have Spotify because I have YouTube, which is just free to watch videos and listen to music. One of the annual subscription that I have is Blinkist, which I paid for 44 pounds a year, which was introduced to me by a famous YouTuber. Blinkist is an app that I get to listen to or read for 15 to 20 minutes, where best-selling nonfiction books are summarized into key ideas. I use this mostly when I walk for 20 minutes going to work, which is great because, you know, I could go to work and finish one book and get the summary of those ideas for just 20 minutes. So the second app is the Abide Meditation app, which I paid 36 pounds for an annual subscription. So that is the cost per month when I divide it by 12. This is where I get to listen to Bible verses and do my devotion. This app also helps me to sleep better when I get to listen to Bible stories. And that is it. So specifically, this is the spending for food or groceries, transportation, utilities, and the extras. Take note that this spending is during the lockdown where pubs and restos or non-essential shops are closed. So it will definitely go higher with travel or non-essential shops being opened, eating out or hanging out with friends in the pubs and restaurants. Eating out here is costly, about 8 to 20 pounds or 10 to 15 pounds on average. I also don't have a car yet, because I'm in faith that I'm going to have my car soon. However, the transportation system here is very effective, so I don't see having a car as a need as of now. It's okay at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys found some value in it and have a rough idea of how much is the average cost of living here in the UK. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification down below so that you won't miss any videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!